open a special kind of bank account for every woman I date. What's up, guys? It's Greeny. I'm gonna head out here and take a look to see if the coast is clear. Let's see. I don't see any squirt guns yet. Do you guys? So it's been Songkran here in Bangkok the last few days, and I haven't ventured out too much, just a little bit. In fact, yesterday I went to see a movie at the mall, Terminal 21, and I thought it was kind of over because the festivities were over, you know, in the park here. But as I was coming back down, walking home, I wanted to walk, get some exercise, and it was still going crazy yesterday. Still got sprayed. They got me good. What have I been doing over the holiday? I've been mostly just staying in my condo hiding. I had a lot of work to do as far as planning out a future trip I'm taking. I'll be gone, I don't know, on the road probably at least a month traveling around. So I had to book a ton of airplane reservations, hotels, all that type of stuff
the last few days, and I still got more to do. I mean, I can actually see why people get travel agents, because it's a lot of work. I mean, I go through reviews, I want to make sure the beds are comfortable, and then I got this whole process of the way I go about, you know, figuring out where I'm going to stay, and I got a whole process about, you know, picking the airlines I'm going to take, and I check out kayak, I look at all the flights that I want to do, it's a whole process.
I gotta tell you guys, like, all of a sudden in the last week, the humidity has went way up. Got a lot of rain yesterday, thunderstorms, everything. I think it's gonna rain again today. It's definitely like they got that Songkran date right, because that's the beginning of the rainy season, and it's sure starting to rain. I mean, it's like science. I guess it is science. That's why they have it then. I don't know. So over here in this Prompong area, you got the Emporium, you got the EmSphere, and over here to the left, EmQuartier. That's where he said to meet. So it's all good though, I'm getting my steps in. So apparently this place is just right downstairs. Oh, it's right there. This place is pretty crowded. How have I never been here? I was here the other night looking for maybe to get some Italian food, and I was upstairs. Ended up eating at Arno's again. I didn't even know about this place. Pretty nice. Let me see what else is over here. Wow, it's like every time I do a little bit more exploring, you find more and more things. I wonder if this is all connected. I never came this way. Victoria Gourmet Market. Oh my god. I want to go do some investigating when I'm done here. So we're just gonna have coffee here at this place, but the menu looks amazing. I've never even been in here. I'm always going upstairs to the restaurants, but apparently there's all kinds of stuff at ground level and downstairs. So we're gonna have coffee here and go check out maybe a food court or some Asian restaurants downstairs. So every day I keep seeing more and more stuff here in Bangkok. So apparently in the vestibule area, or this, I don't know, courtyard, I guess you would call it, there's always different events and food and different things going on. Like, I never come into this area. I'm always in the nice air-conditioned area of the mall, but this is pretty cool. This is actually pretty neat. Look at this. Definitely gonna have to bring my girl here. She'd love this place. Who knew? Who knew? Probably everybody but me, right? So in the gourmet market here, there's like a food court. I mean, this is insane. I mean, I don't know. I'm at a loss of words. As a foodie, I'm at a loss of words. Like, how am I not gaining 400 pounds here? I mean, I think I know why. I have a secret. I'll tell you guys about that later in another video. Look at this. So apparently my friends tell me there's another food court downstairs. This is all at this EmQuartier. Like, I'm always upstairs. I went upstairs to eat. Every time I'm going upstairs, like kind of higher end restaurants. And I was wondering if there was a food court here. Like, I looked on the little internal map and didn't see a food court. Like, I don't even know. I'm so clueless. Like, who knew that there's so much cool stuff this close to where I live? This is like that Halo. So apparently, just like all the other malls, you gotta get a card for here, but I'll be using this one all the time. Not 300 cup. Samloy. All right, before I grab my food, we'll just take a quick look around. This is that boiled chicken, stir-fried noodle and prawns. Got Indian food. Nobody here for the Indian food. Vegetarian. Wontons. Pad Thai. Oh, got the Chinese noodle soup. I think I'm gonna get that, maybe. This is friggin' top notch here. Buried in the basement of EmQuartier, guys. This is where it is. Oh, they got the stewed leg. I like that. The stewed pork leg. Thai curry. Got seafood. All right, I'm getting the Chinese noodles. Oh, that crispy pork looks amazing. All right, let me show you guys what I got. I got the soup. It has pork, crab, 189 baht. I tried the broth. I had to spice it up a bit, go Thai style on it. Oh yeah, I threw the vinegar in, the soy sauce or fish sauce, whatever it is. Chilies, very tasty now. So I came up to the 5th floor of the EmQuartier, and there's this cool bar over here. Not open now, but Escape is like an outdoor tiki bar. It's on the roof. Looks like a super cool place. But as I'm walking over to the other side, like the mall split in two, the courtyard's down there. But check this out. This about scared the shit out of me. I didn't realize. Look at this. I'm not sure if I like that. I think I'm gonna walk around the outside. Look at that. Oh my god. I feel dizzy. Holy shit. I mean, just every day in Bangkok, just more and more stuff. I'm back. I had to bail out today for a while. It started getting extremely hot in the midday. So I figured I'll finish my video later, just getting into the early evening here. And, well, for another little walk, find some more food to eat. And I'll finish what I was talking about with the bank account I open for everyone I date. It's funny, the guy I met today, we were talking about relationships and dating over here, and he's lived in a few different countries in Southeast Asia, and we were talking about dating. This street is so narrow. Flip it around so you guys can see what's going on while I'm talking. I was telling the guy the premise of my video I was working on today, and he's like, oh, I got a funny story for you. He tells me one time he's on a date with a lady here in Thailand, and he's lived in multiple countries, had, you know, similar experiences with women in all the countries, good and bad. He said they were walking somewhere, and she kind of just like took off in another direction, like, what are you doing, like walking that way? And so like he followed her over, and she was acting real shady, like she had walked in a direction. Next thing you know, some guy walks up and grabs this guy that I'm talking to here that I met today by the shoulder and like, what are you doing with my girlfriend? He's like, huh, what? And he said this guy, a skinny little guy, proceeded to like rip his shirt off like he's in the WWE wrestling, and wanted to fight him. And he's like, dude, I thought she was my girlfriend. We've been dating for like a month. Got the fuse from there, but it turns out this girl was had at least 2 boyfriends, maybe more. She kept talking to the guy I know, and he eventually said that she said, you know what, I gotta just stick with this one guy. And apparently he made her an offer she couldn't refuse. He really dug her, and and whatever he had to do to convince her to stick with him. She must have really had his brain wrapped up. I don't know. So when I'm talking about bank account that I open for people that I date, what I'm referring to is a TBA. And TBA, if you Google it, it pops up to be announced. Or what I'm talking about, trust bank account. And if you look at trust bank account, it has to do with trust funds and money and this and that. But what I'm talking about is actual trust. How much do I really trust the person I'm involved with? And I will say I deposit 50 into the account, 50%. I trust you 50%. You got to earn more trust or show me red flags and you lose trust, you know? Once you get down to about 25%, you're gone. So you're not starting off with too much of a margin, about 50, about even. I'm neutral. That's how I play it. You know, I've had many relations here that the TBA, the trust bank account, is dwindled down to zero very quickly. And it's funny, I'll tell you the story in maybe the next video or a video after very soon about that incident, that person's trust went from here to there in like no time. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be telling that story soon. The most nefarious girl I've ever met here in Thailand. You know, you could see it coming. I did too, but it was entertaining to me, and I had to see what this was all about. I'll explain that to you later. I checked on Google. I explained what I was talking about to see if this is a type of thing that other people do, or if this is common to kind of have a trust bank account. And let me tell you what AI says about it. I put some prompts in, and it like explained it perfectly what I was thinking in my brain. Let me read you what AI wrote when I explained my process when it comes to trust. And I think this is a pretty good way to go about things. You know, I heed you, especially entering into relationships overseas, even in America, anywhere, to maybe follow this approach. I don't know. Cautious approach. This statement suggests, and it was a statement that I had put in, a preference for a trust but verify approach in which individuals are initially viewed with a degree of skepticism until they consistently demonstrate trustworthy behavior. Financial security. The specific mention of bank account highlights the significance of protecting financial resources. This implies a need for extra caution and scrutiny when entrusting someone with access to financial assets. So I would do this for a long time before you even get into the financial aspect of it. Proving trustworthiness. The phrase "until they prove themselves" underscores the belief that trust should be earned through consistent actions and behavior that demonstrates reliability and honesty. Emphasis on reliability. The statement implies that reliability and integrity are key indicators of trustworthiness, especially when dealing with sensitive financial matters and bank accounts. Potential consequences. The cautious approach acknowledges the potential risks of misplaced trust, particularly when it comes to financial security. It emphasizes the importance of verifying trustworthiness before entrusting someone with access to personal resources. Now, what's funny is I found people when I was a policeman, I had numerous cases because I investigated embezzlement. And you would not believe the amount of people that hire somebody and entrust them with things that you would never entrust a lover or somebody you know for like a long time, and they hire people to entrust that way. It's the same in a relationship. Before you trust anybody with anything, you gotta verify. You gotta verify. In fact, recently somebody that had been in a long-term relationship told me that the person they thought they could trust got into their bank account and cleaned them out of a little bit of money. I'm not gonna go into the details. They can, but my God, this was after knowing the person for a long time. So all I gotta do is say, verify everything, trust no one. What kind of sucks is I feel like a broken person, though. I feel like I can never be whole because I cannot completely trust anybody 100%. And this is male or female. I just sold my condo recently, and I had these people sign all these different documents. They're like, what? Well, you don't trust it? Yeah, I trust you, but I don't trust anybody. So just sorry, just things got to be done a certain way. I got to get everything on paper. anyways, that's just how I am after 30 years in law enforcement. You know, it's hard to trust people. It really is. I really feel like I could relax more if I could trust more, but that'll probably never happen. Anyways, make sure you subscribe. Like I said, I'll be telling you this other story in the near future. Busy street here, sort of busy and noisy, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Greeny out.